Well, good afternoon and welcome to another virtual tour by Goldacre Estates. Today we're actually in the village known as Parque Holandes. Literally 4 minutes to the sand dunes, just across the main highway is actually the little fishing village of Las Playitas. In fact, you might be able to see just behind me over here the Atlantic Ocean. Literally you can walk there in about 10 minutes, I would say. Parque Holandes, lovely residential area. We have got restaurants here, Don Pepe's for example, very well known restaurant. But as you can see, it's a really lovely, quiet neighborhood this. This is actually a cul-de-sac entrance to these villas only, called Las Palmeras. And right behind me, we've got a fantastic 2-story, 3-bedroom, semi-detached villa to show you now. Phenomenal price, lovely distribution, lovely garden, great palm trees there, south-facing terrace tiled patio area, great for barbecues, and of course it is a duplex on 2 stories. The master bedrooms, all the bedrooms actually are upstairs, plus there's a huge lounge downstairs. Now, before we show you inside, as usual, all the details of course are on goldacreestates.com, or you can use our mobile web app if you like to search for your favorite properties. Be sure you're searching for this one in Parque Holandes, and it will come up probably the first one on the search engine, or you can scroll down the YouTube description, click on the link, it'll take you directly there. I'm just going to pop up the QR code now, and if you haven't already downloaded the web app, then you can do that now, and then I'll show you the rest of the house. So here we are at the actual property itself. One of the things I just want to point out for this particular semi-detached villa is this side garden. Not all of them have it. So that's a really wide area there, and you'll see when we get to the south facing garden what a big difference that makes. The properties themselves are lovely, they both have front and rear gardens, but this one actually has that additional side garden area, which makes for me all the difference in terms of your actual outdoor living. There is a pedestrian gate here, as you can see on the left hand side, and you can see there is actually space for a big 4x4, and as you come through here, lovely aloe vera growing here on the left, some cactus as well, and some smaller palms growing here, leading you up to your front door entrance. The other thing you'll notice from the position is your neighbours that are across this rather wide cul-de-sac road. It's really lovely and quiet here, but again, that's nice to have that degree of separation, I would say. And there's just a quick glimpse of the width of this side garden that you get. Now, this garage looking building on the side here is an add-on, but don't be fooled, this isn't a garage. You don't need a garage here. The car sits on the front drive. That is actually your main lounge, which I'm going to show you in a moment. Coming in the front door then, first things you'll notice is there's actually an entrance hallway here. Stairs on the right lead up to the accommodation. You do have a WC here for your guests, so that's really quite handy just to have underneath the stairs. The side window there. Of course, you can leave the front door open all day long for additional ventilation if you want. Then you do have a separate kitchen, and again, not all properties here do have a separate kitchen, so having that makes this a very much more viable long-term residential property. You'll notice here there's a side window for ventilation, and there is a utility room also with window and ventilation. It's a good little cubby hole here, and you can see it houses the washing machine. But back to the kitchen then, this is natural granite stone. Again, full oven there, electric oven, hob, extractor unit, and plenty of cupboards there. Fridge freezer on the right hand side. So just coming through then to the main dining and lounge area. Firstly, on the left hand side is a dining room. There are shutters here which I can't raise for you today unfortunately, but that sliding terrace door leads out to your garden patio, so it's a great spot really if you're having a barbecue. But this is lovely to have on the side because it is separate to the main lounge. As I say, this property has created an additional lounge, so the standard properties would only have this as a lounge here. Really for us though, this is just a pathway through to the main lounge that has been created. As you can see here, patio doors on the left hand side, and here then just a huge great big open space, really comfortable seating area here with these sofas, coffee tables of course. There is an electric fire should you ever need that here in Fuerteventura. I just can't imagine when you would, but you can see the layout that you have as you walk through how much space there is. And of course, don't forget, this always then leads out to your garden. And look at this. Beautiful, south-facing, terraced or tiled patio. Plenty of space here for a dining table, some planting on the wall here, a swing seat. And just looking back at the property, it really is quite large. There's your dining room, shutters on the right-hand side. Bedrooms are upstairs, of course. You do have one neighbour to the side. Lovely people here, just making some modifications to their walling, investing further in the property. Here you have your bespoke barbecue, very, very important, of course, and a lovely garden area, as you can see. And then when you walk down the side, look, you've got, this is what I was talking about earlier, this huge space along the side of this property. High walls here, very, very private indeed. No immediate neighbour next door. Beautiful mature pepper tree on the left-hand side. Really just sets this property apart in terms of having a garden. I mean, just coming in under these trees here, for example, beautiful bit of shade, and of course it adds to that sense of privacy as well. Just coming back through the lounge and the dining room, of course, to the entrance hall and up the stairs. You can see the windows peeking out to the front garden. And as you're coming up the stairs then, really, there's loads of light here because, of course, there is a skylight. So this is all natural light coming through the stairwell. And as you come upstairs, we have a landing and then the main accommodation. Immediately on the right is a guest bedroom. 2 singles in here. The views to the south and over your own plot of land. And then, as you can see, it also has built-in wardrobes. The second guest bedroom then, a similar size really, currently with 1 single in here. Same view out there. One of the things I'd like to mention on this one here, of course, you've got the wardrobes, but look at the height of the ceilings here. Really, really elevated ceilings in this particular bedroom. And then just across the hallway is the shared bathroom. You'll see lovely blue tiles here, for example. It's a full bath. There is a side window there for ventilation, tiled floor to ceiling. And then on this side here, of course, you've got your sink, again in marble with some drawers there and a lovely mirror unit. Again, just across the hall is the master bedroom. Again, this one also shares that very, very, very high ceiling there. Wardrobes included. This is a double bedroom as well. And as you can see, when you look out through here, you've got a little balcony. Literally, I just want to step out now outside. You can see down the street. You can actually see views off into the distance to the Atlantic Ocean. But really a lovely quiet neighbourhood. As I say, it's a cul-de-sac entrance. You can see then your own car parking space and, of course, that extra width of garden and some of the views to the mountains behind. There is a track that leads you up. It's actually a new road that joins you with Villa Verde. And there is a glimpse also of Red Mountain there. That actually takes you down to the beaches, 4 minutes away to the National Park of the Sand Dunes. You'll notice also next door, I should have mentioned earlier, is actually an open piece of land with park benches there. So really a very nice position here, really, really quiet and much more private than perhaps some of the other properties available. Well, there you go. I hope that was a helpful virtual tour of this fabulous 3-bedroom villa here in Parque Holandes. Again, just a couple of pointers to remind you, the internal spaces of this property, huge lounge here that's been added on to the side of this property. As you can see there behind me, that was actually the original size of most of the other villas here. So very, very useful. But of course, perhaps more importantly, are the outdoor spaces. And this property has it by the bucket load. Loads and loads of space. Of course, that is south facing there. There's an empty plot of land on that side. There is actually a garden plot next door where there are some bench seats. So again, a very, very quiet and private particular position, this property. And then perhaps one of my most favourite places, because of these lovely mature pepper trees here, is the garden area. And again, just sitting out here in a little bit of shade, I think with those lovely trees, really makes a difference if you're going to come and live here. Somewhere for you and your family to sit out and have a barbecue, have a couple of drinks, just to entertain, I think makes all the difference. So I hope that was helpful. All the details, of course, are on goldacreestates.com or on our mobile property app, which I'm going to put up the QR code now. So if you haven't already got that, you can download it there. Hope that was helpful. look forward to seeing you soon.